In a world full of doubt and defeat, many fear the pain. But isn't it the very key to our growth? Stoicism teaches us that true strength doesn't come from avoiding hardship, but from embracing it. Don't turn away from the darkness. Embrace it, and it is there you'll discover your power. Suffering. It's not an accident, it's not something to run from. It's not a mistake, it's a part of life. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner you stop pretending that life owes you happiness, the sooner you will find true strength. This isn't some motivational fluff. This is the cold, harsh truth. Life isn't fair, it isn't kind, it's brutal, unforgiving, and relentless. And yet, this is exactly what makes us who we are. You can't escape suffering. No matter how much you try to avoid it, it will always come knocking. And when it does, it will challenge everything you believe about yourself. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic minds, said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. What stands in your way is your suffering. What will you do with it?" Every person you meet is carrying some kind of burden. Whether it's emotional pain, loss, regret, or failure, everyone is walking around with a wound. You might look around and see people laughing, smiling, and enjoying life, but behind every facade there is suffering. You may be suffering now, or you might be avoiding it, running from it, hoping it'll disappear. But guess what? It won't. Epictetus, another powerful Stoic, tells us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You can't control what happens to you. The universe doesn't care about your comfort. But what you can control is your reaction to what happens. So the question is, will you be crushed under the weight of your suffering, or will you stand tall, learn from it, and rise above it? Suffering is not a punishment. It is a gift. A harsh, unwanted gift, but a gift nonetheless. You see, suffering forces us to face the truth about ourselves. It strips away the layers of comfort, the distractions we use to shield ourselves from reality. When you're in pain, there is no escape. You are forced to confront what lies beneath the surface, the parts of you that are broken, weak, and afraid. But here's the thing. That is exactly where your strength is born. In the darkness of pain, in the depths of your struggles, you will find the person you were meant to become. Seneca, one of the greatest Stoics of all time, once wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This means that most of the pain you're experiencing right now, most of the suffering you're carrying in your mind, is not real. It's a product of your imagination, your fear, and your refusal to accept the present moment as it is. Instead of resisting pain, embrace it, sit with it, let it teach you. This is where the true Stoic separates themselves from the weak. The weak run from pain. The weak avoid discomfort. The weak will do anything to preserve their sense of peace. But the Stoic, the true Stoic, doesn't run. The Stoic welcomes hardship. The Stoic welcomes pain. Why? Because they know that in pain lies the key to freedom. the freedom to become who you were always meant to be. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, the things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. If you face suffering with a mindset of victimhood, you will always remain a victim. But if you choose to view suffering as an opportunity for growth, you will emerge stronger, clearer, and more resilient. The Stoic does not look at pain as a curse. They look at it as an opportunity. Pain is a fire that refines you, a crucible that purifies you. Here's the secret most people don't understand. You cannot gain true strength without first enduring suffering. True strength doesn't come from being unscathed. It comes from surviving the storm, from being shaped by the fire, from being forged in the flames of hardship. Every time you face suffering and decide not to give in, you build a little more strength. Every time you push through the pain and refuse to let it define you, you strengthen your character. Look at the greatest figures in history: philosophers, warriors, leaders. Their power didn't come from easy lives. They endured unimaginable suffering and used it to fuel their rise. They took the hardships of life and transformed them into something that made them unbreakable. Epictetus, who was once a slave, knew this well. He said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." You will never be free until you can master your pain, your suffering, and your emotions. You must choose to let these things strengthen you, not weaken you. And here's where it all comes down to. You have a choice. You can choose to face your suffering with strength, with courage, and with grace. Or you can choose to crumble beneath it. But know this: the path of suffering leads only to one of two destinations: strength or destruction. There is no in-between. You will either be defined by your pain, or you will define your pain. The choice is yours. Remember this: the obstacle is the way. When you face suffering head-on, when you walk straight into it and embrace it, you will realize something remarkable. The obstacle was never the suffering. The obstacle was your fear of it. Now you know. The path to strength is through the fire, and the fire will never burn you if you learn to embrace it. So, what will you do? Will you let pain break you, or will you use it to create something stronger than you were before? The Stoics knew that there is no victory without suffering, there is no progress without struggle, and there is no strength without pain. Embrace the suffering, let it refine you, let it transform you, and from the ashes of your pain you will rise.